Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, May 17th. I'm James Spann. We'll have to dodge showers and storms at times today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and just maybe a strong storm along the way. So let's get in there and take a look. Let's look out the window. The Skycam network, insane hour, 5 a.m. That's the Tuscaloosa Skycam. That's the big Hugh Thomas Bridge over the Black Warrior River connecting downtown Tuscaloosa and downtown Northport. Up to the north, there's a look at downtown Haleyville in Winston County. And down south, that's the Gulf Shore Skycam. And that's going to be an interesting camera because tonight we'll probably see about 10 to 20,000 people packing the beaches and that whole area for the opening night of the Hangout Music Festival. And the weather down there looks fine. While we deal with showers and storms at times, they should be in good shape down there. So go have fun. High should be in the upper 70s on the immediate coast, 80s, only a mile or two inland. And the water temperatures are running mostly in the low and mid 70s. All right, there you go. The shortwave that originated as an upper low that was over the Gulf of California, about 5 days ago? That's the one that brought the tornado outbreak to Texas Wednesday night. That's weakening and lifting northeast, but clearly that will bring some upper support to give us upward atmospheric motion and a better chance of showers and thunderstorms today. Starting off today mostly in the 60s, Birmingham at 69. We'll do low to mid 80s today. And that's peak at the radar at 5:02. And at that point, it was raining over parts of northwest Alabama, heavier showers moving into Lamar and Marion counties. And we expect the radar to be pretty active today. In fact, the guys at SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, they have actually moved that little slight risk over into parts of West Alabama for later today and tonight. We'll take a detailed look at the convective parameters here in just a minute. Also a slight risk over parts of South Dakota, Wyoming. Tomorrow, there could be a strong storm here, but there's no formal risk. The organized severe weather should be over the high plains, and there is an enhancement with that over parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. Sunday should be a very active convective day. From Oklahoma north to near Minneapolis and Madison, Wisconsin, there is an enhancement that would include places like Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Wichita, and Kansas City. Could be a pretty little potent outbreak there. And then on day 4, which is Monday, there's a severe weather risk again for Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, well northwest of here. Here's the rain for the next 5 days. This carries us through Wednesday morning of next week. Some pretty decent numbers over the Tennessee Valley. This has rain amounts of 1 to 2 inches for places like Huntsville and Muscle Shoals, and the amounts taper off tremendously as you go farther south. And notice down there at Gulf Shores and Pensacola and Destin, no rain expected for the next 5 days, which is great for those of you that are beach-bound. Many are, as we're getting set to get into the high school graduation season. After that, it's beach-bound. End of the school year. Where does the time go? Let's check the GFS. This is the Global Forecast System. The OZ run valid at 1 o'clock local time this afternoon. This is at 500 millibars. And you can pick out that strong shortwave. It's centered up there near Memphis, and we're obviously in a favorable quadrant, the northern half of Alabama, to see an increase in showers and storms today. This is the GFS at 1 o'clock, and it's still got most of the rain a little west of here, but let's look at the high-resolution NAM. Now, the time on this is valid at 4 o'clock local time this afternoon. It's got a pretty healthy batch of storms passing through the northern half of the state. And I'll take a look at the severe weather parameters here in just a second. This is 8 o'clock tonight. And really, it's got kind of an MCS feature that's rolling east and southeast with potential for heavy storms by that hour down toward Lake Martin, with the rain ending back over the northwestern part of the state. So I clearly think we've got a pretty good chance of getting wet with a chance of strong storms later today. Thought we'd check the instability values. This is at 7 o'clock this evening. And, of course, what really sticks out, it's those excessively high capes over Texas. I mean, we're looking at, 5,000 joules out there, but they're all capped off where around here is what we're focusing on. And the instability values are generally running between 1,000 and 2,000 joules. And that's certainly sufficient for, some pretty decent storms. The higher values are back off to the west over Mississippi. We got a little area of 2,000 joule cape coming into West Alabama down there below York and Livingston. So, those are moderately high. The bulk shear values this evening are just not overly impressive. This is the bulk shear in the lower 5,000 feet of the atmosphere. So that, doesn't really hit you very hard. So the tornado threat, while not zero, is not especially high. The main threat with these things would be from hail and strong gusty winds. Now, the energy helicity index values are very high, mainly west of here, where you've got the better instability values, and then back over into Texas, and that's mainly the cause due to those high capes out there. The numbers here are somewhat marginal. And this is the LCL heights, the lifted condensation level heights, and they are low. And the lower the heights, again, that's one of the severe weather parameters. You want those low. You don't want them high, like over West Texas. That means the air is pretty dry. But the LCL heights are low, under 500 meters. So, again, later today and tonight, there could be a few strong, maybe severe storms. The main threat would be from hail and straight-line winds. An isolated tornado cannot be totally ruled out, but it's certainly not very likely in a situation like this. So we'll be watching the radar carefully. All right, let's talk about the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend, and everybody's got something outdoors. Should I move it indoors or keep it outdoors? Well, convection is problematic. Tomorrow, we're not going to have quite the dynamic support we have today. The coverage of the range should be not as great and more random. And, scattered showers and storms. They tend to be random, and you just don't know when it's going to rain and where and when it starts and stops. We're not that good. We can't tell you. This is the high-res NAM valid at 4 o'clock local time, and it's got just a few showers and storms around here, but you can see the coverage is not as great. What the model does, it actually blows up some convection Sunday morning in the pre-dawn hours. This is 4 a.m. Sunday. But anyway, back to Saturday, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, mid-80s, scattered storms. I know that doesn't help you exactly, but that's all we can do. And if you want to be perfectly safe, move it indoors if you got something planned outside. And again, this is suggesting there could be a blow-up of convection early Sunday morning, and we'll monitor trends. And then this is Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and that looks pretty dry. So today, you can see the progression. Basically, a good chance of rain and storms later today and tonight. Showers decreasing in number gradually over the weekend, but clearly we'll still mention a chance of showers and storms tomorrow and Sunday, and maybe even early Sunday morning, as you can see. And again, the high on Sunday should be in the mid-80s. This is Monday of next week. We got ridging here. You can see the dynamic system to the north and west, and down below that with that ridge, it should be pretty warm. Upper 80s are likely. Around the warmest weather we've seen so far this year, and again, you can see why there's some concern of severe weather north and west of here, but Monday should be dry. Tuesday should be dry with a ridge. I'd say highs between 87 and 90 on Monday and Tuesday. Surface low over Wisconsin. We'll go to Wednesday. That cold front tries to push in here. And clearly we'll mention the chance of a few showers Wednesday or Wednesday night. Thursday, drier air tries to creep in here from the north. Still a chance of scattered showers. Then a week from today, pretty decent trough that's located north and east of here. An upper high is west of here, and the model tries to bring in some drier air Friday of next week, but not really cooler air. If that upper high nearby, we'll stay pretty warm. Bottom line is high should be in the 80s for the next 7 days, but maybe flirting with 90 Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can, watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News, on the live stream or the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.